What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Card Hedge Podcast. I'm Omar, aka Retro Hoops. That is JD, aka JD Sports Cards. What's happening?
Hello.
Bro? Oh yeah, you're going.
Hello.
You're
I'm going. No, I'm gonna go 1998 hip hop because you said you didn't know I knew hip hop, so now I'm gonna talk all night like I'm a hip hop artist.
There you go. But you got but you got to do like the DJ Clue echo, you know?
Oh, I don't have the sound effects on though. You feel me though?
I feel you, dog. We were just talking earlier about like you had the microphone like in your face like this, and you're like, I'm gonna talk like this the whole. This is how real podcasters do it, Omar.
Yeah. So and then they talk real soft because their mic is $20,000, and like
exactly. And then they got their mics like right on their face, on like this big $50,000 microphone boom. It's like,
and they go like this. They get ready. They go like, I'm gonna give you 3 ways to make money on YouTube. Click the like button.
You know what's crazy though is that like
when I
first started like doing all this stuff, like I was super intimidated even starting because like all I would see is like these guys with this ridiculous like setup, and I'm like, oh man, I don't have any of that, right? And you don't need any of that. I mean, you and I both know you started a channel as well. You don't need any of that. You need maybe a $20 mic off of Amazon and just a decent personality, right? And some consistency in the way you post.
That's how I do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's how I, that's how I built this whole channel. Is just off of an iPhone, which is crazy to think about, man. I was doing some checking. Shout out to Dan the Card Man, my boy Dan. That guy puts out some good content, man. He just did a video which I want to talk about also. But he mentioned some website in there where you can go and check your stats. Of how you're, just your overall stats. And I Googled in that tool, I put, Retro Hoop Collectibles on YouTube, and we have we have over 1 million views. Yeah, that's what I said. I had the same reaction. I had no clue. Over 1 million views and 497 videos. So I'm 3 videos away from 500, and I think I got to do something special for 500.
You got over 1 million views?
I got over 1 million views, yeah. I mean, total for the whole channel.
Ready? From Friday.
Damn. Yeah. I think that's what it said. I think it was over 1 million views. I'll double check right now. But obviously very, very appreciative of everybody. Yeah, 1,076,707 video views. That is a lot. Jesus. Okay. And then 497 uploads. So, it took almost 500 videos over the course of 2.5 years to get to that number, but it's pretty cool. Anyway, it was pretty cool. I thought it was cool. But definitely never started out with any crazy equipment or anything like that. So
we just got to announce. We got to announce too. I don't mean to interrupt, but San Diego State, and we do a Sweet 16 Deadpool every year.
Oh, yeah.
Normally I spend too much money on one of the top seeds and I'm out quick. This year I went and I've been watching San Diego State oddly, and I'm like, you know what? I'm taking them. I got them cheap. They just took down number 1 seed Alabama.
Game's over.
Game over, baby.
Nice.
JD moving on to the Elite 8.
So wasn't it like a bracket buster? Like at the beginning of the whole tournament was like 15th seed beat like number 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep. God, I wish.
You probably can't hear me because the mic's not right here.
Yeah.
You hear me now?
Your mic's not in your grill, son.
Yeah. But Paul Wall.
I wish I knew more about college basketball, because if I knew more about college basketball, I could. Look, I think
that's me doing Paul Wall.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
You
know that song?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's tough. I got a $20 microphone, so you can't feel the bass.
So we got I want to do pickups real quick because I got a few that I'm pretty happy about. So I'll start off real quick. I picked up, that 90s card group is dangerous. It's
off
dangerous.
the chains.
It is off the chain. It's not good for me though. So I picked up this. This guy had a set. This is 1990. No. Sorry, this is 2003. Fleer Authentics.
Oh, I love those.
Oh, dude, these are so legit. Game worn patch. It's like a shortcut card. It's cut like a ticket stub. And it's got a piece of game worn jersey. I picked up Reggie Miller, Vince Carter, Yao Ming,
Yao,
Allen Iverson, AI, and then he threw in this Dejuan Wagner.
Dejuan. Dejuan. That's like the lead singer of Seven Dust.
I have no idea.
That's LaShawn. Sorry. You know who Seven Dust is?
I have no idea. Dejuan? Is it Dejuan Wagner? This guy's probably. Yeah. Anyway.
He went to Duke. Didn't he go to Duke?
Yeah. Good question. Doesn't say. He's played for Cleveland though.
Wagner. Maybe he didn't go to Duke. I don't know.
And since then I looked up this set, and it's a 20 card set. This is an insert set. 20 card insert set. And I have already the highest ones, which was Vince Carter and Allen Iverson. So I think I'm going to try to put this whole set together.
Nice.
But it's a pretty cool little set. Authentic game worn. It tells you on the back, it says, congratulations, you've received a game worn jersey card. This card contains a piece of game worn jersey worn by Yao Ming, center of the Houston Rockets. That's how you do it, Panini. You freaking chooches. Anyway, and then I picked up this little baby right here.
Hakeem.
Green Prism Hakeem Olajuwon. So it's first year Prism, and this gets me a little closer to completing the 5-card set. We talked a little bit about that last week, about how there was only 5 parallels. There was the base, the silver, the green, which was retail exclusive, a gold, which was hobby exclusive. That one's going to be next to impossible for me to buy because it's probably like in the thousands of dollars, and I'm not spending that much. But the green, and then the 1 of 1, which is the black, that one is probably going to be about $50,000, and I'm not buying that. So I'm happy with my little 4-card set or 3-card set of the base, the silver, and now the green. And if I ever come,
those greens are no joke, man.
Dude, they're no joke. They're hard to find.
They are.
They're pretty tough. So, pretty happy. So those are my pickups.
Nice. Oh, we're doing pickups. All right.
Yeah,
mine are lame. Well, they're not lame, but I've been on a cheap card purchasing run.
I went on one of those last night.
So I dropped like $120 on buysportscards.com last weekend. Yep. And so first one came. Well, this one came in today. This is a 2011 Topps Big Poppy Diamond Anniversary.
Very nice.
Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. It's in really nice shape too.
That one's kind of got like a Panini Disco fast break.
Yeah, it's more of like a speckle refractor kind of job.
Gotcha.
You can't see because of my $20 camera lens, but
yeah, we got to work on that.
No, I don't. But
it's part of the.
I don't. That's part of my thing, man. You know what I mean? Then I picked up this 2004 Don Ross Diamond Kings career stat line insert of my man Greg Maddux.
Well, that's
and this is numbered out of 289.
Nice. What year is that?
2004. $3.
People don't understand, dude. Anything in the 2000s numbered under 500 is I mean, that was like hitting
that early 2000s area, man, was like crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then I picked this up. J-Rod, Julio Rodriguez, rookie, Montgomery Club. This is like to me a little sneaky play on like base cards that aren't like printed in the millions.
Yeah.
Because you have to be a member of this club. Like it's like a thing Top sells. So you got to be a member of the Montgomery Club, and it gets you like access to buy. Like you get those sets, and then you get access to like pre-sales of like you get to buy the product first, basically.
Right. And And then every now and then they'll throw you like an exclusive, right? Where like nobody has.
And then it was like during COVID, the price of it went way up, and now it's back down like $100.
Gotcha.
Then I ordered off of Topps.com 3 of the Throwback Thursday cards. So this 3-card set was Ichiro.
Nice.
And then the reason I bought it was for this guy, Michael Harris rookie card, 1993 Topps design. And then I don't really care about him. Oswald Peraza for the Yankees. He can suck it.
But it was a 3-card set though, huh?
Yeah, they come in 3-card sets. And then I added a Devers X-Fractor rookie card. I love the X-Fractor. It's my favorite refractor.
Yeah.
So this is a PSA 9. I had a PSA 10, and I sold it just because it was
top dollar.
Yeah, and then I just bought a PSA 9.
Nice.
So that's what I got, man. I was supposed to have a PSA order back, but we're now on week 2 of waiting for the cards that are done being graded. No images of pop, nothing. So they're just sitting there. Meanwhile, our other order we sent is catching up, and it's like in QA2 already. So
wait a second. So it's been sitting in a graded, completed status, just kind of waiting to go through like QA1 and 2.
Waiting to get it's done. It's done. It's gone through all that.
Done.
We're waiting for images and for it to be shipped. It's been 2 weeks. So
I
don't get it.
I really wish that, and I don't mean to start this whole thing off about PSA.
No, we're not. We're gonna stop it in a second.
but I just really wish that they would be a little more transparent.
Yeah. Or just
let us know
consistent.
what's going on.
Not even transparent. Just be consistent.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason to anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about them.
Enough about them. Yeah. So
yeah, man. So I went off. Like I said, I went off on the little cheap, binge.
That's such a slept-on thing to do.
It is, because you can still grade. Right. Yeah. I like graded cards. I don't care if it's to sell or keep. I like having them graded. Some people say it's a waste of money, this, that, the other thing. Like, I get it.
Well,
me personally, people, it's just how people collect, right?
Right.
So
exactly.
like you're a Ford guy, or you're a Chevy guy, I'm a Ford guy.
Yeah.
But like, to me, I just like the graded cards.
I do too. And the thing about it is that like, that's like, I'll take this set for example. I got some DMs from some people, because I was looking at this the Ultra Power, like my little Ultra Power set that I just picked up, and they're like, why would you spend money grading that? Because I want to.
Yeah. It's
I'm sorry. This is not market movers, right? Like I'm not trying to make a move. This isn't a play, right? Like I'm not making a play here. Like I bought these cards because I think they're dope. And I like the way they look, and I think they're going to look dope in a tuxedo.
And one of the big draws to PSA over the years has been the set registry for set builders.
That's the other thing. So if you are a PSA guy, yeah, exactly. If you're looking to build and again, I've said this before, Nat Turner has like the best. I would argue the best 90s insert collection.
Yeah, oh yeah. No one touches him.
You want to see a Hall of Fame of 90s insert collectors? Yeah. Go look at Nat Turner's registry.
Yeah.
Right.
I have.
That is such a flex. That is such a flex. That is such a dope thing to have. Right. Which is, geez, I wish SGC would put together a set registry, because if they could, I'd be uploading like crazy, and I'd be grading crazy. Anyway, but yeah, so it's sometimes people, I guess it's like folks who like just got into the hobby in the last year or so, because of like the big boom that everybody experienced during that time. And so the boom drove so many people to come in and be so value oriented as opposed to collection oriented, right? Like before the boom came, the majority of the people that were in this, 90% of them were in it because they loved to collect.
Yeah, correct.
Right. And then they got this influx of people that 90% of those people came because there was money to be made.
Yes.
It's a gold rush,
Yep. That's exactly what it was.
And now that the majority of those people are gone, there's still some people that stuck around because they remembered how fun it was to collect, how great collect really is, right?
It's great.
And that's hopefully what remains here, right? Because I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it in, just in like YouTube view, like the views on some of my videos and the channel and the interaction on the channel, like it's gone down significantly since like the peak, right?
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of people that are here anymore for the gold rush, And the people that are here now are the people that are still collecting, and maybe some people that are new to collecting that have found the channel and enjoy the content and stuff like that. And so that's why I'm not going to stop doing this, because this is I'm one of those people that came back into this and fell in love with reminding myself how fun it is to collect.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. It's fun. Like, again, it doesn't. It's funny you say that though too, because like I go through this process, and we've probably touched on it a few times on the show, but like I constantly go through these like reevaluation things of what I'm doing, and one of the big things was like I'm not selling as much, even though I'm trying to average $1,000 a month in sales on eBay, and I've been about 900 a month through January and February. March is, unless something happens, I don't think I'm going to come close to 900. But whatevs. But like my graded cards, like the cards I just get back from PSA, like there was some stuff in there I plan on keeping anyway.
Right.
But then some of the other stuff I was looking at it, and some of it was meant to be a flip, and then I'm like, wait a second,
this is kind of cool. I'll hold on to this one.
I don't know if I really want to.
Yeah.
Like, do I really need $40? I don't really need $40. You know what I mean? So like, why don't I? And my son is starting to now become more aware of like the athletes. So it's cool. Like he's like, oh, that's Rafael Devers for the Red Sox, or that's like, he knows the guys I know.
So for you, your ears perk up.
Yeah. But like, even the guys like on TV now, like he was watching NBA something the other day on YouTube, and he was like going through the players, and he's like, Dad. He's like, I want to shoot like Jason Tatum. And I'm like, no, you don't. I'm like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to. Yeah. You want to play like Jaylen Brown. Go to the hole hard.
Exactly. Yeah. By the time he gets around to playing basketball, the wind of change is going to take place, and boys will be back in the paint, beating each other up again, I think.
You know what would be great? I was talking to this to my buddy the other day. If they erased the 3-point line.
Oof.
Get rid of it. The game would be way better.
All twos?
Everything's a 2. Playing straight up street ball, homie.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Or move the 3-point line back 3 feet.
So for guys like Steph Curry, that's not going to matter, right?
No, but for everybody else, it matters.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's a once in a lifetime player.
Once in a lifetime.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The 3-point, the standing at the 3-point line thing. Basketball is more boring than baseball. It's
hold on now.
Boring.
I don't know about all that.
It's
I agree. I agree that it's not as exciting, right? Like in my opinion, because I'm with you. I would much rather see guys, cut to the basket. Spectacular layups, a la Ja Morant, right?
Yep.
Ja Morant is a perfect example of the type of basketball that I like to watch.
Same.
Right?
I like that type. I like Ja Morant.
Yeah, dynamic playmaker type of guy, can still hit a 3 if you need to, but that's not the crux of that's not the entirety of his game, right?
No.
If Steph Curry tomorrow all of a sudden went on a 3-point shooting slump, we're not talking about him anymore, right? No. Like he's out of the picture. And don't get me wrong, he's got a decent inside game. He can still cut to the basket. He has a good inside game. But let's not act like 90% of his points don't come from 3-pointers, right?
Right. No, they do.
And so that take that aspect of his game away, and then all of a sudden we're talking about his brother more than we're talking about him.
Right. Yeah.
But a guy like Ja Morant, he's more dynamic, and he's more fun to watch, even though Steph Curry, with all these 3-pointers that he hits, is fun to watch also. But he's such an anomaly that's why it's so fun to watch him. Because I mean, like now it's to the point to where I don't know if you saw it the other day when they played the Rockets, he throws up a 3-pointer, and before it even releases out of his hand, the entire bench is already turned around and looking at the crowd and going,
Yeah.
And so, it's almost just like that's where we've gotten with him, is that it's such a matter of fact that it's going down, right? And so, it's just fun. But
I watched. Did you watch on Netflix the Malice in the Palace? documentary?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Where
So
Ron Artest.
I don't know how the hell I missed that. I just watched that the other night. What was the thought process of Donnie Baker or whatever his name was there, the GM of the Pacers, saying, "Self, I'm going to trade for Ron Artest."
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
That guy was,
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he doubles down and he says, "Self, I'm going to go get Steven Jackson, and I'm going to put him on the same team with Ron Artest." Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now on top of that, what was very interesting about that documentary, they had all these guys being in it, Reggie, the whole nine, right? And Reggie Miller was an assassin, by the way. Like he was I loved Reggie. That
Reggie
whole
Miller
thing
was our Steph Curry, for those of y'all that don't know.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller was our Steph Curry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Not as dynamic.
Reggie Miller talked mad shit.
Oh, Matt.
I don't know if Steph talks a lot of shit.
No, he doesn't. I'm saying skill-wise.
But he had, skill-wise for sure. Steph's probably better. I don't know. Pacers fans will probably shoot me for that. But Steph, that whole thing in the Garden, man, with Reggie and Spike Lee and everything, that was like must-watch TV.
That was classic.
But like that game when they played Detroit, where that whole thing went down,
right?
They were blowing the doors off the Pistons, and they were up so much, and it took Jamal Tinsley to say, "Go now, you can get yours." And Steven Jackson was the voice of reason, and he's like, "What'd you just say?" And he's like, "What?" Bleep, 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 bleep.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's like, Jamal Tinsley. He's like, "You dumb shit! Like, what do you?" And then all hell broke loose. And then the fans, like, listen. At no point in time is it ever good to be a 5'6" fat dude and walk out on the court and square up with Ron Artest.
Come on.
Okay, buddy. You know what I mean? Like,
so what's funny is that, like, if you look at everybody that was in there, right? So that was such a crazy situation. I encourage everybody to go watch that documentary.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. Freaking awesome. Yeah. Ron Artest obviously got the hardest hit. He got suspended for the rest of the season for squaring up with that dude. But at the same time, that dude squared up on him. So, like, what is he supposed to do? Just beat up?
And then what started it was some white dude in the crowd launched a beer.
Yeah, exactly. And then
the NBA,
Ron went to go look for him, right?
Well, yeah, Ron, after the beer hit him, that's when Ron lost it. But if that guy doesn't throw a beer, that never happens.
That never happens.
So, like, the NBA, what was interesting in that documentary was how the NBA just quick to suspend and quick to do their justification. But the DA in Detroit or whatever in Michigan, that area, was like, hold on here.
Yeah.
They launched their own investigation.
Yeah.
and had hundreds of camera angles on people and started picking people off to the point where they got to that guy and like, we want this guy.
Yeah.
And then the guy's like, wait a second. I know that guy. And that one asshole started that whole so, like, you know what, man? Like, it's like, I understand the players get suspended,
right?
But that guy ruined Jermaine O'Neal's career.
Oh, completely agreed. I was just about to get into that,
and I forgot how goddamn good Jermaine O'Neal was.
Oh, he was absolutely
a monster.
Yeah.
And I forgot how that, and thank God he slipped when he threw that punch at that fat dude.
Yeah, because that would have been bad.
That guy would have been done.
Yeah.
And they've probably been looking at like manslaughter or some shit.
Something. Yeah. It was pretty bad. I was looking at the kind of like the aftermath, right? Like of everything that happened after that. Ron Artest lost just about $5 million worth of salary because of that whole situation. And Jermaine O'Neal lost a little bit north of $4 million worth of salaries because he got suspended. What was it? 6 games? No, 15 games.
Yeah.
And they originally suspended him for 25 games and he appealed.
Yep.
And they reduced it to a 15-game suspension. But still, within those 15 games, he lost $4 million.
$4 million. And his career was never the same.
And he was never the same after that. Never the same. And it sucks, man. Yep. I don't know how we got on Malice in the Palace, but
I don't know. I was because you know what, man? Like, there's nothing like a good sports documentary. Those things are done right, man.
Yeah, agree.
They're just awesome. You know what I mean? Like, even like a good sports movie is just awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes you like. For me, I mean, I don't know how this works for you, but for me, I always go, "Dang, I forgot about Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah.
I wonder what his rookie cards are going for."
Yeah, that's the first
Right?
thing I did too. I paused it and looked at his rookie card.
Like, I wonder what his rookie cards are going for. You know, or like Anthony Johnson, who was in there too, right?
Yeah.
He was in there throwing hands. I wonder what his rookie cards are going for. And Anthony Johnson is not a household name, right?
No,
But still,
no.
at the same time, if somebody ever asked me, "Who's Anthony Johnson?" Oh man, you don't know this. These dudes that are throwing hands with Ron Artest and the Malice and the Palace.
Think about it too. You on the court, you had Rasheed Wallace, crazy.
Yep.
Ben Wallace, crazy. Steven Jackson, crazy. Ron Artest, psychopath.
Chauncey Billups, Derek Coleman.
Yep.
I mean,
nuts.
Yeah, I mean that is a Royal Rumble and a half. Yep. It doesn't get more. And we're talking about 6'5+ NBA just maniacs,
dude. And then throwing chairs at him, like all kinds of shit. Like what the hell is going on in Detroit, man? You know what I mean? Like
Bad Boy
Pistons, RoboCop at that game.
Bad Boy Pistons. Ever since that Bad Boy Pistons, man. That's how they get down.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, we got sidetracked. Sorry, everybody.
So I was watching a video earlier of Dan the Man. Shout out to my man Dan, where he's talking about something that just popped up recently. And DAP Sports, the great curator, and there was two other guys that were there. DAP Sports recently dropped a video where those four guys got together and they did like a $3,000 pack battle, right? Okay. And so the way it went is every person put up a card, and then they each opened up a pack, and then whoever won the pack battle, not only won all the cards from the packs, but also won whatever card each person put up, right?
Yeah.
And so at the end of it all, as you're watching this video, you're like, "Holy crap, this is crazy!" Right? Because like they brought some pretty big cards, right? Each one of them brought some pretty big cards as like a bet. It's like playing poker, right? Like you're playing poker, best hand wins. You're playing pack battles, best pack wins, and you're putting up something to bet, right? And then it turns out that at the end of it, everybody lost. Whoever won, I don't know who won, but it came out after the fact. Great curator does a show which he does between two slabs with my man Merlin. Shout out to my man Merlin. And it came out that the entire thing was staged. It was set up. Like they set up the whole thing. None of it was real. They did it, but like whoever lost didn't really lose anything. They just did it for like the video.
Sure.
And so now there's like this big thing going on, right? Where everybody's like, "What?" So like how much of like all these buying videos that you see all over the place where these guys go out and they buy, a $15,000 card. There's one video out there where I think it was DAP Sports that bought the Star Wars Kurosawa Superfractor, one of one Superfractor from Star Wars Galaxy. Yeah. And they bought it from the great curator. I think they bought it for like $15,000 or something like that. And that was a huge thing because that's kind of what catapulted Star Wars,
sure.
It made this big rush on it.
Yeah.
But now that you know that one piece of like video was faked, right? It was all staged. Like how many of these things are like staged? And it's like they're doing it for, I don't know, views or hype or whatever. But it kind of makes me wonder about where we're going as, like, you and I are both content creators. We both make videos.
Yeah.
And like, where is all of this going? Or in the future, do we need to continue? Do we need to do stuff like that to get views? Or can we survive just by making content about the hobby?
So I would say this. Because I think about this, right? Because my little podunk channel, I can't get to 1,000 subscribers. I can't get the required watch hours. I don't know. I should have paid attention to it more, like when I first started. But I'm actually like, I've actually posted a video almost every day for like the last couple weeks. and the watch hours is going up and things like that. But like, I try real hard to put out like factual content,
entertaining stuff. Yeah.
Like, because I don't really. To me, like, if you BS, right, and it's one thing to BS, like you and me BSing back and forth, right?
Right.
Talking sports and cards and whatever. It's another thing to like lead people on and like, especially with like buying and selling advice.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go that route, if you're gonna stage a pack war for just entertainment purposes, like I don't necessarily have a problem with that. Because I mean, some of this stuff, man, is for entertainment. Like, people listen to us for entertainment; they don't listen to us for anything else. And anybody else is listening to us for anything other than that, like, I don't know what you're doing. But like, it's the idea. Like, when we got together to do this, the idea was to be entertaining, and not. But and again, at the same time, also not like BS. But we're gonna give our opinions, and they're not like, I don't know where this other piece of this YouTube shit comes from, though, too, where you have to be right with everything you say.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's not. It's like, first off, the news isn't accurate. Nothing's accurate. The weather guy, he's not accurate. Nobody's accurate, right?
Right.
So when you have these hobby watchdogs in your comments, and they're like, "Oh, well, actually, it's from 1997," or "Actually, it was Penny Hardaway who did that." It's like, all right, man, I made a mistake. And then, by the way, when I click on your name to go check out your videos, you don't even have a goddamn channel.
Yeah.
So like that piece of it, I can't stand. But as far as like, if you're making content to entertain, that's part of what YouTube's all about, right?
Yeah.
Think about all the dumb shit people watch on TikTok and Instagram on the reels, man. I watch fights.
They're about to ban
street fights. That's what I watch. People getting knocked off out, right? That's what I watch. So like, it's just mindless entertainment.
That's your algorithm. I mean?
Yeah, and like, part of this is when you're like, people comment on our stuff all the time about like, I listen to you guys in the background when I'm sorting cards, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. Right. Dude, that's, to me, when I hear those comments or see those comments, that's exactly what the intentions were of this podcast. Because that to me means like, we're not annoying. We're entertainment, and people can stomach us. All right, check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
that's a good point.
I don't know. I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I would have a problem with it if it was like, the buy these cards, and then I have a exclusive, little group on the other side of like, hey, Omar, in my next video, I'm going to tell everybody to buy David Ortiz diamond anniversary cards. Get ready.
Go pick them up. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's the shame.
I don't have a following, really. I'm 900 and I actually kind of guess I do have a little following. I'm like 918 subs. That's right. It's not bad.
Think about this. Here. So when I first started the channel and I got to like 50 subs, right? And my brother was like, "Dude, you got 50 subs," and I'm like, "Well, that's nothing." And he's like, "No. Put 50 people in a room,
right?
And they're listening to you talk."
Yeah, that's true.
He goes, "Just think about that. Think about the fact that you got 50 people in a room. If you didn't buy your subscribers, obviously, if it's all organic. If you didn't buy your subscribers and people that like organically flowed towards you and your content, you put 50 people in a room and you're talking to them. Just think about that." And then ever since my brother told me that, shout out to my brother. Ever since he told me that, I could never get that out of my head. And
smart brother that does the Collect 3D.
He is the genius brother.
He's my favorite curio brother. I wish he was on this podcast. Where is he? Get him on the phone.
Well, unfortunately, because he's such a genius, he's also very reclusive. He doesn't like, because I've tried to get him on. Because
you know what he's good at though in Instagram chats? He's really good at ripping you a new asshole.
That is true. He will go hard on me. He's my meter. Like when I want to do something or say something or go after something.
Yeah.
He'll be the first one. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Sit down, dude. Sit down. But then on the flip side, he'll be the first one to go like, "Oh, dude, you're freaking killing it. That is badass. You should keep doing that."
Yeah.
So But so it doesn't seem like you have much of a problem with like staged or not staged. Who gives a shit? It's all entertainment. Nobody gives a crap anyway, right? As long as you're not defrauding people and doing some shady shit.
No, I mean, because
with that.
again, right? Like it's a pack war thing. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're doing that and you're hosing a kid, well, then you're an asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm with you.
but like,
yeah.
if you're doing it with like 4 grown men and you're like, all right, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're gonna do.
Hang on. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna first off, we're gonna talk with the microphone in front of our face so no one can see that we're laughing and
Let's go.
Yeah. And then in the background, we're gonna have some Jay-Z playing, and then from the Black album, and then you know what I mean? So like, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. Like I can see how people have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. I mean, I guess to each his own, right? Like,
right. Yeah.
Decide how they want to do it. Decide how they, as long as you're not doing anything shady and ripping people off, then
that's the key. Now, speaking of ripping people off, bro, did you see that like card porn post of that breaker today or yesterday?
Good segue, bro.
Yeah, listen. That's what I do, baby.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, yes, it was so blatant,
dude. What the hell was that?
To those of you that don't know what we're talking about, let me make sure, because it was all over my Twitter feed. Let me make sure we get all of the facts.
Miami Hurricanes just knocked out the Houston, whatever they're called.
The Cougars. Show some respect, sir.
Yeah, they're gone. They gone.
Well, damn.
2 number 1 seeds out tonight, baby, by the 5 seeds.
Let me see if I can find. Dude, this was all over my Twitter feed yesterday or the day before yesterday.
Yeah, it was. People were sending it to me on Instagram.
So it was a breaker. It was a breaker on Whatnot.
Whatnot. Yep.
Yeah. Was.
Why are people still breaking on Whatnot?
Dude,
or paying for breaks? Like, come on, just buy a box.
Yeah, that's kind of tough, though, huh?
Well, I mean, honestly, I feel like it's horror story after horror story after horror story for the last 3-4 months, man.
I'm trying to find. It was all over my Twitter feed yesterday, dude, and now I can't find it anywhere.
You want me? You want me to message it to you on Instagram?
But to those of you that don't know what we're talking about, there was a breaker on Whatnot that was breaking. I forgot what product. It's where you can get downtowns.
Optic Football. Or Donruss. Just Donruss.
One of them, yeah.
I think Donruss.
And I mean, just completely blatant with the fact that he was about to hit a downtown, takes his hand off screen so you don't see it, and then comes back and then like just keeps going like nothing ever happened, right? And when he did that, of course, everybody that's in the live chat's like, hey, dude, WTF, man. We saw that you were because it was clear that he was about to pull a downtown. And
did you see the move too that he did? I hadn't seen that one before. Normally they do that shady shit where they go like this and they're like off to the side.
Yeah.
Homeboy went like this. He went.
Yeah. He like peeked it. He peeked like the corner and then immediately took it off camera.
Yeah, and went over his head with it. Like, what did you do with that card, dude?
Like, you shoot. Like, do you really think that people aren't going to see that? And dude, they started calling him out hard in the comments. Yeah. And you know what he starts doing? He starts canceling people. He starts taking people off his feed and telling, like, threatening people that he's gonna report them if they don't stop talking crap or something. Dude, it was insane. But what I'm saying is that I guarantee you that guy is probably still breaking right now. And that's the part that I don't understand. I don't understand how people will continue to give money to somebody who is clearly ripping you off.
How like that video doesn't get sent to Whatnot's like customer whatever protection team or something that they should probably have that they probably don't have, and they immediately go, he gone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Revoked or whatever. Yeah,
like that should be automatic, and then everybody gets their money back.
Yeah. So
I just sent it to you on your Instagram.
Oh, you sent it on Instagram. I'm sitting there looking on Twitter still. Let me see here. Yeah, dude, it was so blatant, man. And I remember I was in office when I was in the office actually that day when everything kind of broke out. And I wanted to make a video about it, but by the time I sat down to do a video, but there was so many videos on it already. Okay, here we go. Shout out to Card Porn, by the way, one of my favorites. I don't. Sometimes I don't like the way he goes about doing stuff, but man, he does.
Yeah, I think for the most part, he's that channel. Whoever owns it is that whatever you want to call it. Handle.
Oh no, I'm sorry, not Card Porn. I'm thinking about the other guy, Sports Card Radio. Sports Card Radio.
Yeah, I actually love Sports Card Radio.
I love Sports Card Radio. Yeah,
that guy's the best. He's a psycho. He's the man.
So check this out. So here he is. He's about to open up this. It's Dawn Rust that he's doing. And then he goes through the back, and you're gonna see it's gonna look like he's about to pull. Look at this. Clearly he's about to pull something.
What
does he do? Why do that? Why do that? Right? Why do that? And then immediately.
Yeah. Let me sleeve that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then that guy.
What is it? And then just moves on to the next pack. Like
that was the worst. That was the worst criminal behavior I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, so here's this. So check this out. So this was a breaker. Retail King got caught red-handed during a live 2 days ago, taking what was clearly a downtown card off screen for it to never return. The owner of Retail King later came out and said that this breaker was fired immediately and that they were sorry, but it certainly doesn't look good that their Instagram feed is absolutely full of downtowns. No. Oh, let me see. Oh, look at this guy. Okay, he actually came out and said something.
You can't hear what they're saying.
Wow.
What are they saying?
So he's saying that they fired the kid the same day, is what he's saying.
What did they do with the downtown?
But they didn't. I don't think they said what they did with the downtown, though.
First of all, it's Brian Dawkins' downtown, so throw it in the trash. Yeah, that's some BS right there.
Yeah. So look what my man Dan the man says. Based on the comments, it sounds like this ain't the first time. Don't blame the new kid.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and then you got all those downtowns pictured on your profile. That's a little shady.
Look at this. Look at that.
Yeah, hopefully all those downtowns went to people.
What are the odds on downtowns? Like the pool odds?
They're pretty high odds.
Yeah, it's
supposed to be a case hit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And these guys got tons of them.
Hey, I mean, listen, they're breakers. They buy 6 cases. You know what I mean? I don't know. They get 6 downtowns, but how that should be like, I get it. You right. And again, I don't want to assume that they're keeping all of them because I don't know them. I don't even know who that is until I saw that today.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that was a shady move. Move. And if it's a new breaker, either he was told that or he's the worst criminal on the planet.
Well, but so here's the thing is like, all right, let's just say me and you open up a hobby shop, right? We're going to start breaking. Omar and JD breaks, right?
Yeah, what would we call our hobby shop?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Leave it to the people in the comments.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Tell us what we should call our hobby shop. Me and JD open up a hobby shop. Yeah. What should we call it? Oh, that's gonna be
Bad Boys.
Bad.
Yeah. I like that. And then we just sit there in the shop all day and go, Bad Boys, Bad Boys. Every time we get a hit.
So look. We gotta have that like on some kind of like a button.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
So, but let's just say that we open up a hobby shop and we hire a kid to do our breaks for us.
Yeah.
What is the first thing we're gonna tell that kid not to do? Is don't take the cards off frame.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Ever.
And if you F this up, we'll kill you.
If you need to walk away, put the
Yep.
cards. Well, hold on now. This isn't. We're not killing anybody, JD.
You live in Texas.
Well, that's true. Yeah, and I do have a backhoe too. So
Yeah.
anyway.
And like there's like vacant fields everywhere.
Yeah, it's tons of room out there, especially in West Texas.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure oil and gas industry has buried so many people out there. Anyway,
Exactly.
The first thing we're telling this kid is to keep it on the mat always. If you need to step away, put the cards down, keep the cards on the mat. Don't ever take them off camera.
Yep.
I don't care what you got to do. The cards stay on camera. Like that is probably the cardinal rule. And I don't know what this kid was thinking. If he just thought he was going to get away with it
again, like
with it. Maybe he didn't think it was a big deal.
Horrible move. Who goes over their head to hide a card? Who does that?
That's crazy. I don't know, man.
All right, let's. All right, enough of stupidity. We talked.
We got into a there.
When we started earlier, with the grading, and we actually had like something intelligent to talk about, and we completely forgot all about it. So PSA, I did a video on this on my channel.
Yeah.
Which only 7 people watch, but it's okay. It's okay. Hey. It's the thought that counts. PSA is grading pretty much all star basketball cards now. They came out and announced that the other day.
So just so we're clear on this, because this kind of tripped me up a little bit. We're talking about star basketball, the brand.
Yes, the brand, not like star players.
Right. And initially, PSA came out and said, "Hey, we're going to start grading the Jordan." But they were very specific.
85 set.
Right. There was only
Jordan's
2 cards
rookies.
that they're wanting to grade, right?
4
cards total that they say we are going to grade these 4 cards of the star set.
No. You could do the whole set, 84, 85.
84 sets. Okay, I got you.
But it was just that set, the 1984-85 star set with the Jordan XRC in it. That was the first set they took submissions on.
Got it. Okay. But now they're opening
up.
It's open. Now it's open. All of them.
Now, if you got 83 Hakeems and John Stocktons, you can send them in, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby. I actually
guess who's got one?
You have one.
I've been hiding it from you, bro.
You have an 83 Hakeem?
Yeah, but because you're cheap, though. You won't buy it off me, so I don't show it to you.
Hold on now. We're talking about
something. I showed you those other cards. You don't buy them.
Yeah, but we're talking about something that goes up here, right?
No, that's not going on the wall. That's going. I don't have one. I was just busting your chops.
Oh, dude, come on now.
Got him.
I have some star cards that I bought. Shout out to my man Peter out in Peter Cook out in Australia.
Yeah, that guy Peter's got some sick Hakeem.
Oh, dude.
He's been sending in image requests for Card Hedge.
Oh, dude.
I'm like, good God.
Oh, my boy Peter doesn't play around when it comes to that live one collection. He has some monster cards.
Yes.
Monster cards. And I've been lucky enough, man. I'm pretty lucky to have him as a hobby buddy and a good buddy over the last couple of years. Because he sends me all of his like just absolute monsters to grade them, because grade them coming all the way from Australia is pain in the nuts.
Yep.
Logistically. So he'll send them to me, and then I'll help him out with grading and all that other stuff. And then I help him out with I'll help him broker trades with folks here in the US, and I'll buy, pick up cards for him and stuff like that. But in return, I've gotten to see in person some really, really monster cards. But anyway, he was I picked up a handful of those star cards. But what you're saying now is go ahead. You were saying that PSA now.
So now they opened up all of 83. And then there's like these random kind of like team sets they did. There's like a Larry Bird set. So then there's stuff in 85, and then there's stuff in 86. And they're basically doing all of it now. So my video was on I have 6 different Jordan star cards. A couple from 84. I had 3 of the 4 from 84, and I sold one during the boom because it was just too stupid not to. But I had done a video a while back, and Omar, you tell me your thoughts on this. I'm so like hesitant about cracking slabs.
Mm-hmm.
And I know like you do it, and I know like if I have things I want to crack, I send them to Bobbles because I'm afraid I'm afraid for me to do it. Like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna slip and I'm gonna cut the card in half. It's I would bet everything I have if I did it. Either that or I cut my finger off.
Right.
So and then on the flip side, right? Like in this like this is gonna sound like I think shady, but it's I don't know how I came to this thought, but most of the star stuff from the early days is pretty like easy to tell if it's legit or not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried that if I cracked a BGS slab and sent it to PSA, it's going to come back like altered or and then I'm effed thousands or hundreds.
So,
you know what I mean?
Let me ask you this though: what would be? Okay, so I see what you're saying. You're saying I'm going to crack it out of a BGS slab, send it over to PSA, and the value will 3x.
It's a value, even if the grade is a grade lower or two, it's still worth more. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So like the point of my video was like I kind of flipped a little bit on my opinion of like not cracking and leaving it to where is it like collector prudent of me to keep that card in a BGS slab when it's probably worth 1.5 times, maybe even like whatever in the PSA slab.
So here's the thing. I had this exact conversation. Shout out to my man Alan over at Arena Club. We were chatting last night.
Shout out to Alan.
And we were talking about subgrades.
Yep.
Okay. And I told him, I don't really care for subgrades because the reason you need subgrades is because if you have supreme confidence in the company that you are sending your cards to for grading and authentication, if you have supreme confidence in them, then you will accept whatever grade they give you if you have supreme confidence. With SGC, if I send a card to them and I go, yeah, this is probably a 9, 9.5, maybe, and it comes back at 8.5. The way I see it, because I have supreme confidence in SGC, is I missed something, right? I missed something.
Yeah. Okay.
And the reason why people sometimes need subgrades, in my opinion, is because they don't agree with the grading company and they want to see what aspect it is that they don't agree with, right? There's going to be some subgrades on there. So the question is, you have a card that has been authenticated and has been graded BGS. So the real question that you should be asking yourself is, do you have supreme confidence in BGS that they accurately authenticated that card and gave it the accurate grade that it deserved? If the answer is yes, then you have no reason other than monetary. You have no reason to crack it out, right?
Right. But
you want to chase the dollar, which is perfectly fine.
Yep.
Capitalism at its finest. If you want to chase the dollar and you're supremely confident in BGS's ability to identify a fake card, then you should still have the confidence to send it off to
Bob. No, I do. I just throw it out there. I do. I think the cards that I have are legit. I know like the guy that I bought them from was a huge card collector back in the day.
Yeah.
Like only focused on Jordan, has actually some sick Jordan stuff.
Is this the one that you got the sticker from? The same guy? That really oddball sticker that you got, remember?
No, that was a different guy.
Oh yeah,
that was a Yugoslavian sticker.
That's such a killer sticker.
Yeah, anyway. that thing there's just not many of them out there.
No, there's not.
But my point is, in the event I hit my head and I wanted to move one of those cards, because I have like 99%, to quote Michael Jordan, I'm 99% retired, right? But there's that 1% chance I'm coming back. But like there's that still 1% chance that I might need a new furnace and I don't have 6-7 G's lying around and I got to move a couple things.
Or $14,000 for a new AC system in your house.
Yeah. Like, so
that's last year.
if the BGS is worth 700, but the PSA 6 or PSA 7 is 1400,
Yeah,
well, then I can maybe get rid of just 2 cards instead of 5 cards.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Like, so,
Average it out.
and then again, going back to that collectability piece or that collector piece, now I can put those in my registry. And my registry is kind of cool because now I got something else to work on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where BGS, I don't even know if they have a registry, and if they do, it's you got to have like CIA clearance to access anything.
Really?
So yeah, BGS site I don't think is the swellest in the world. I don't even know if they have
a new owner, like a super duper tech guy or something like. They're supposed to be like revamping.
he's supposed to be. I don't know. I don't pay attention at all to BGS. Like I don't pay.
And
I
it
don't look
sucks for me
I
too because they're right down the street in Dallas. Like I would love to
Yep.
support them because I'm all
Yep.
about Texas, you know. And it's just like,
yeah, it's of all the companies, they have done the most to completely ruin themselves.
agreed.
You know what I mean? And by the most, I mean they've done nothing.
Yeah,
Like nothing.
yeah.
But so anyway, that was my I thought that was huge news.
Yeah, that
because
because that
now
opens up so much stuff. Because that opens up the real Clyde Drexler rookie card, which is something I've always wanted.
yeah,
The real Ralph Sampson rookie card, which again another one that I've wanted. So many different players. I was just looking at the checklist right now while you were chatting about it. Now I'll throw it back up here again. If you look at the checklist, we're talking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Here we go. Prices on the BGS cards are moving.
Kurt Rambis, XRC. Oh yeah, of course they are because everybody's on the Kraken slab, Kraken resub. Let's see who else we got here. Who else is XRC? Dale Ellis rookie card. Derek Harper rookie card. I mean, just a lot of really good rookie. Look, Ralph Sampson rookie card. Rodney McRae rookie card.
Oh, there's money cards in these sets, dude.
Yeah,
money.
dude, there really is
in there. You know what I mean?
But here's this is why, God, I've said this so many times on this channel. I've said it so many times in videos and stuff. This is why I love my man Vic and his 10 commandments. And I think when they announced the whole Jordan situation, my man did a video. Victor did a video basically saying, like, yeah, those aren't the real rookie cards, though.
No, they're not. They're not pack pulled.
They're not pack pulled because they came in the just the plastic.
The team
bags. The team sets, the team bags. Yeah. And they weren't, I think they weren't nationally distributed.
They were regionally.
Yeah. They were, but they were only sold in the stadiums, right?
Yep.
Or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So
and I get that piece. Like I get that piece, but I go back to this. If you're a collector of basketball, you're a fan of basketball. Like, so this is like, I'm a fan of this basketball. Like it excites me. Right.
Yeah.
So like the Magic Johnson cards in there, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar cards, the Bird cards,
dude.
All of these guys I grew up idolizing. There's a whole section now of like, there's 3 years or 4 years of sets now that are wide open.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wide open.
Absolutely. Look at this Thundercat right here. Look at this young Thundercat right here. Good old Clyde Drexler.
Remember that time Clyde thought he was going to hang with Michael Jordan?
And Michael Jordan basically made him sit down.
Wait a second, young buck.
I think it was the year that Clyde got the MVP nod, right?
Yeah, is that 93?
Like the very next year, the first game that they played, they were like, Jordan was like, "Oh, this is your MVP? Oh, this guy right here, this is most valuable. Okay, watch this." And he puts up like 40 points on him and like shuts him down completely. It's like, dude, there's just nobody in the game right now. People talk about Jordan not being the GOAT and GOATs. Or we have the ongoing GOAT debates. You can debate it all you want. The fact of the matter is that you take any basketball player between the day that Jordan really retired and now, And there is not a player out there that plays with the chip on their shoulder that Michael Jordan played with. And that chip on their shoulder drove
not.
that just you can argue Kobe.
Well, Kobe did.
But I always feel like Kobe played the way that he played because he emulated Michael Jordan and he knew that Michael Jordan was the GOAT.
He did.
Like, if I'm going to play like anybody, I'm going to play just like Jordan.
Yep.
And when they played against each other, Kobe had that same chip on his shoulder and he had that same, the mama.
Like a measuring stick of like, where am I at? Where am I at? Asking him questions. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
you're right, though, dude. I think for collectors and for collectability, this is huge news because it opens up, like you said, it opens up this huge segment of cards that we can now legitimately go after, have them be authenticated, have them be graded, and then of course, there's going to be a whole economy around those, right?
The other thing too, right? It's expensive to get a card graded at BGS.
Is it?
It's like $25 a card, I think. That's expensive, man.
That's what SGC's charging.
No, they're at 18.
No, they're not.
Go through a bulk submitter. Why would you?
Okay.
Why would anybody grade to SGC on their own? That's the most asinine thing I've ever seen in my life. Bulk submitter. You're paying $30.
No.
To grade. What is it? It's $30, isn't it?
No, it's not.
What is it?
20.
20?
Yeah. Here it is right here.
You sure?
I'm positive, muchacho. Peep. So I always submit like right around here. Right here. I never do less than 10 cards at a time. So it's 20 or
sending 10 cards. What is it?
It's $22 if you send 10 cards.
And 1 to 9 is 24.
1 to 9 is 24. Yeah.
So one card is $24, like I said. If you sent one card,
yeah, okay, I'm with you. Yeah,
so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I could send one card to Bobbles and pay $18.
Okay, I'm with you. All right, that makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, why would I send one card to BGS for $25 when, first off, the SGC sells more? You know what I mean? Why am I doing that?
Is that consistent? Have you been seeing that consistent?
Yeah,
I haven't
been
paying much
consistent
attention
for a while.
Really?
That's been consistent for a while.
So SGC 9.5 will sell for more than a BGS 9.5.
Well, so an SGC 9.5, remember, is a mint plus grade. So it's not a gem mint. BGS 9.5 is gem mint. So an SGC 10 outsells a BGS 9.5
all day
consistently. Long. And if for those of you that don't believe me and want to argue, go watch Scotty B Cards. He's got a massive following. He broke it down. He just did a video on it.
Yeah.
And actually, CSG 10s sell for consistently
more than BGS 9.5s?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. And he talked about how it actually kind of like made him sad a little bit because he was a BGS guy growing up.
Yeah.
He's like, there's no point. There's no point.
Insane. People are coming around, bro.
Well, I think yeah, I agreed. I think it's like, I think people are coming around on CSG now, because again, the slab is the best,
top notch,
the best.
Yeah,
and their pricing is $12.
Yeah. $12. If all you want is a slab, right? And they have a registry.
Yep. Their website's really nice.
Website's really pretty intuitive. Yeah.
You know what I mean? $12 a card. If you do bulk and you send in like 25, I think it's to get to $12 15. If you're a member.
15.
No, I think it's 12.
Is it?
I think it's 12,
right.
bro.
I think you might be right. Yeah.
I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot.
Let's take a look.
But even if it's 15, it's still cheaper. It's cheaper than everybody.
$12 a card, 25 card minimum.
Yeah.
But even an economy is $15 a card.
And you don't even to me that's a waste of $3 because the bulk is coming back in like 3 weeks.
In the same amount of time, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
But if you only got 2 or 3 cards that you really just want to
yeah.
that, you're not getting kicked in the nuts, right?
Yep.
Or
I'm they're the ones that have, I think, the most like work to keep doing. I feel like SGC, like an SGC shouldn't stop doing whatever they're doing because they still have work to do.
SGC needs a registry.
They need a registry and they need a smaller slab. They need a smaller slab, man.
I'm not too concerned about the slab. I like their slab.
I don't. You know why, man? Like every other slab is pretty small, as far as dimensions go and whatnot. And theirs is just it's you know what that is right there? Hold that up for a second next to a PSA. All right. So now the PSA slabs,
they're not that much bigger, dude. This is a PSA slab in front of an SGC slab.
Yeah, they are not. You know what? All right. So you know what it is then? It's the corners. The corners need to be like rounded or some shit.
This is literally millimeters. You're talking absolutely, dude. I got them both in my hand right now. Go look. I see you digging around. Go get a PSA slab and put it on top of an SGC slab, and you tell me that that's more than 1/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
They are not that much bigger of a slab.
No, it's not.
So that's why I'm telling you, man. Like I love it.
I don't know. I don't know. Why do I feel like then?
Because it is a heftier slab. It's a thicker slab. It's got a little bit.
But bro, I can break this in my hands.
If you don't get the hell out of here with that crap. Oh man.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what it is though. I just feel like the SGC slab it's clunkier. I don't know why.
I get what you're saying. Because there is definitely more to it, right? Because of the tucks. There is more to an SGC slab. There's more pieces to it. It's a little heftier. It's, you know what I mean?
Like this is like a little needle dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm with you. It's and then don't hold it up next to a HGA slab because
or even a BGS slab
or the BGS slab. Those things are tanks, right?
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
But I don't have a problem with anything with SGC. Their service is great. Their grading is outstanding.
No, that stuff I don't.
Extreme confidence in them. I like their turnaround times. I love their customer service. I love everything about it. I just wish they had a registry because I want to flex. God damn it! I want to flex my.
The registry piece needs to happen, like for real.
Yes, it does. Pete, if you're listening, we love you, man. You know that.
Yeah, we know that. He knows that.
He knows that.
And he knows we need a registry. We keep telling him,
baby.
That's all we say.
ASAP.
All right, brother. Listen, it's been an hour and 8 minutes here. I got video games to play.
Yeah, so I gotta go. I ordered and you're not gonna have any clue what the hell I'm talking about. But to those of you guys out and they're listening that do, I ordered an OBD2 Bluetooth dongle along with a Android tablet to run gauges for my LS Swap Tahoe, and I'm gonna go set that up.
Sounds like you just bought a venereal disease from Thailand. What the hell did you just say? On that, we gotta end it there.
We'll end it on there. Thanks everybody for watching. We appreciate you guys as always. We really love y'all. Leave us a comment. Remember, you guys are naming me and JD's hobby store. What's gonna be the name? We want y'all to pick the name. And that should be good. That should be good reading for next week for sure.
Yeah.
Remember, the Card Hedge app is available on iOS and Android for download. Please download the app. Check it out. Let us know what you think. We're always open to any comments, any questions, concerns. You can reach out to me and JD directly. And that's it. We love you guys. Appreciate y'all watching. Peace.
Later.